All right, it looks like I'm live. Everything's loaded up. If you're here, send me a hello so I know that you're here. And if you're watching this on the replay, do hashtag replay so that I know that you were here and were watching the video and are interested in all of the AI things. So we're gonna start with what the heck is AI. I did a post like on my private page and everybody was like talking about it, and there are a couple of people that are like, I don't even know what this is. It's all over my timeline. So what is going on? So AI stands for artificial intelligence, which basically just means that it's a computer doing something that typically you would think of a person doing. So this can be things like creating graphics, transcribing, creating copy, all of those things. And where it really comes in handy is like a lot of these things are super time consuming. So like writing a transcript for a podcast episode that's 30 minutes would take hours to do. But a computer is able to do it in like 30 seconds. So we've been using AI for a long time without even really thinking of it. If you use any of the programs like Descript or Otter or I think like Timmy is a transcription service. If you use any of those services, those are all AI. It's all a computer going through and kind of functioning like a human brain does, reading the words and writing it down. But now things are really expanding into like having AI write copy for you or having it create graphics. So those things are going to be really big in 2023, and it's going to save you a ton of time. And you're going to notice people pumping out a lot more content because they don't have to take the time to write these long paragraphs. So there's a lot of different platforms out there. The ones that we're working in right now is we have always used Descript, right? So Descript does transcriptions, it does editing for audio and video. It finds like all of the ums and ahs and likes and all of those things that you normally say, highlights for them for you, and can actually remove them for you, or you can go through and manually remove them yourself. It optimizes the sound quality. It does all of these cool things to save you time, and that's the whole purpose of all the things. Hello, Shay. So that's kind of what these programs do. That's one that we've used for a long time. That's what we teach inside of all of our programs, is how to use Descript to really quickly edit your audio, video, and transcript. So then where Jasper comes in, or programs like it, any of those copy programs out there, is that you will take portions of the transcript, you'll pull keywords from it and drop it into a program like Jasper. It's going to ask you for keywords. It asks you a couple of different questions, but you already have all that stuff. So you are able to really easily grab that information, drop it into Jasper, and then it will create copy for you. And you can select different options. Like you can do show notes, you can do a social post copy, you can do ad copy, you can do a YouTube description. There's all of these different options that you can like kind of select, and it automatically optimizes the content. Now, can you just like from there copy and paste it and use it? No, but it at least gives you a really good jumping off point. A lot of them already infuse it with like SEO and make sure it's optimized, but you're able to then just like go through and read through it, add some personality, and then use it, which we always recommend going through them and adding personality, because like a lot of the platforms like Google in particular, I know, has come out and said like, if we can tell it was produced by AI and not by a person, we're not going to push it, and you're not going to have good search results. Shade Descript it's Descript, and it is the program that we use to edit audio, video, and transcripts. And it also now has the capability to make like social things, so like audiograms, videograms, stuff like that. So it's a really good program to use if you are doing any kind of audio, video assets. Okay, so then we get into like all of these other AI programs, right? So there's a lot of different ones out there. We haven't tested them all yet, but there's ones where you can like put in information on like what you're talking about, and then it will produce graphics for you. So like you don't even have to go in Canva anymore. And like the graphics are kind of, I think they're still really working on that, because what I've seen is they're not graphics I would necessarily use. It's not like the stuff that we make in Canva, so we'll see how that goes and how that works out. And then there's also other programs that like repurpose your content for you. So there's repurpose.io, and we resisted using it for a long time because it just wasn't where it needed to be. I think this year may be the year that it gets to the point to where you could really use it as a repurposing platform. So that's another one that I'm testing out. But basically, you just put in that audio, that video, and it will break it down into clips and things for you so that you don't have to go through and manually do that and grab them yourself. So that's another thing that we're testing out. If anybody's used that, let me know how you like it. And then there's also all of these like cool social media scheduling things like that go beyond just like putting in the copy and the graphic and scheduling it out. Like that's already like an amazing feat. But we found one, it's called Recur Post, and it allows you to schedule out all of the social things as well as things like blog posts, and then it goes through the list of all the content you have in there. And once it runs out of content, it starts posting again from the beginning. So say like you scheduled a blog post, and say you like sat down and wrote out 52 blog posts, right? One for each week of the year. And then you wanted those to just reappear, republish on your website as new content at the start of the next year, which is totally feasible because ain't nobody scrolling down through 52 blog posts to find your stuff. So you would be able to set it up in Recur Post to publish again the following year on the same week, and set up all the social posts that coordinate with it, and have those all those things post and reoccur on whatever time frame you want them to each year, so that you're not having to go through and like there's several posts that we post pretty consistently, and we would be able to just upload that information and set it to repost every 3 months or whatever we want it to do. So there's a lot of really cool things going on that are going to save you a ton of time by allowing the computer to do the work for you, automate things, give you jumping off points. There's programs that you can like type in a topic, like say I typed in podcasting, and it would give me ideas for things to talk about. So it even gives you like a jumping off point for content to create. So it's going to be really amazing for 2023. Everybody's talking about it. It's not going to replace human effort. It's not going to completely replace your marketing team. It's not going to do any of those things, but it's going to make things a lot simpler to start with and then a lot easier to optimize. So as I'm going through all of the AI things, I'm going to be coming in here. I'm planning on doing videos where I'm going to like do a review of each program and then tell you guys like, here's what I like about it, here's what I don't, here's how you use it, and then those will be in here as well as on our YouTube channel. So let me know if you have any more questions about AI, about any of the programs that I mentioned. If you want to learn how to use Descript this year, if you're like really wanting to get into audio and video content, even if it's shorter form content, reach out and let me know, because we have all kinds of resources for you guys on how exactly you can use that program. Shay, I'll send you a message with more info when I'm done here. So if you want any of that info, send me a message, let me know, and we will get you all set up. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great rest of your Friday. I'm off here to go clean my house. Bye.